Jose Mourinho has won 4 League Cups from his 6 full seasons in English football, and Manchester United's February triumph marked the 5th success in the competition. Last year, it was called the EFL Cup. Before that, it went by the name of Milk Cup, Rumbelows Cup, Coca-Cola Cup, Worthington Cup, League Cup and Capital One Cup. Now, it is Carabao's turn. The energy drink, which was the only soft drink beverage you could neck at Wembley during United and Southampton's final 6 months ago, was established in Thailand, and it cannot be a coincidence this morning's draw is taking place in Asia. United travelled to Beijing in China for the derby last year during the pre-season tour, but it was cancelled, and the Chinese capital has the privilege to host the third-round Carabao Cup draw instead. Get updates from the League Cup draw in Beijing live. 0510. Will the Chinese get enthusiastic about this? 0508. And the EFL doesn't know what Barnsley's derby's crest looks like. 0504. Pity the Palace and Huddersfield fans who got up nearly an hour ago. 0459. Chelsea vs Nottingham Forest. 0459. They have won 1 and lost 3 of the championship fixtures so far and are just 3 places above bottom club Brentford. They were promoted to the second tier last year and survived last season, so the pedigree is building in the Football League. The fixture could be useful for Mourinho in that some youngsters could get a run out and other fringe players should be in contention to start. So even though it's a home game cup, away ties are a better atmosphere. There's some fun to be had. 0454. 0449. Bristol City vs Stoke, Burnley vs Leeds, Wolves vs Bristol Rovers, Brentford vs Norwich. 0448. 0440. KEY Events, Burton Albion Memoirs of 2006. 0439. 0438. 0433. These time wasters are worse than the lot at UEFA who take about a fortnight to draw some balls. Speaking of which, the Champions League draw is at 5 p.m. today. At this rate, it will be clashing with the Carabao Cup draw. 0427. What a waste of time. Just get on with it, and enough of the self-righteous tedium about growing a brand and all that commercial jargon. It seems a lot of supporters have no time for them either, judging by the replies. 0422. But at HASNT. Even a certain 247 Sports News channel is barely talking about it, despite the ticker flashing that it is coming up soon. The truth is, they haven't got a clue when it starts, either, and the Carabao Cup page has been dormant for nearly half an hour. This is going well. 0417. Surprisingly no, just a live stream via Twitter feeds and live blogs. The EFL website only says the Twitter account will update fans, which is peculiar after what they said in the statement. We understand that not everyone will agree on the timing of this week's round 3 draw, but in staging in this way, it will give the competition both the maximum exposure in the UK, Chinese and Southeast Asian markets. This is not only an important factor for the EFL but also our new sponsors Carabao, who, like ourselves, plan to use the growing global appeal of the competition to reach new audiences. 0404. The draw takes place at 4:15 a.m. British Summer Time this morning, which is 11:15 Beijing time. United are number 21 in the draw, and the EFL said in a statement 32 clubs are involved in round 3, with the 7 Premier League sides who qualified for UEFA European competitions entering the draw, including last season's winners Manchester United. The round 3 draw is unseeded, with the first ball drawn as the home club, followed by an away club. This is repeated until there are 16 ties. 0358. The Premier League and Sky Sports have scheduled Wayne Rooney's Old Trafford return with Everton for Sunday, September 17th, so United's League Cup tie should take place on Wednesday, September 20th, as it is customary to give teams 3-day gap between fixtures at the very minimum. That happened last season, when United travelled to Northampton 3 days after they lost to Watford at Vicarage Road. United are not as likely to have the game broadcast live as they are in the FA Cup, though. Both of the ties in 201,516 were not televised, which was just as well in the case of the Borough defeat. 0344. For the EFL side, our decision to go to China is part of a strategic plan to grow the EFL internationally. We understand not everyone will agree on the timing, but it will give the competition maximum exposure in the UK, China and Southeast Asia. This is, of course, guff. United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Al supporters in Asia will have been watching the team in the competition for years because, avid fans that they are, they doubtless miss few fixtures. Maybe there is a greater contingent of Doncaster fans in Asia than everyone thought. 0336 It was not a happy one last year. They had to make an unscheduled stop-off en route from Shanghai to Beijing. The Olympic Sports Center was too small to hold a Mourinho press conference, and then the Bird's Nest pitch was deemed unfit to host the first Manchester derby on foreign soil. It had fungi on it, and United left China having played just one friendly. Without the chaotic experience, United might not be in as rude health as they currently are. The pre-season schedule last month was more meticulous and refined, and they look a fitter side. 0332 from 132. Here they are in alphabetical order after Wednesday night's ties 2037 back in 1992, and when he didn't sound like a white supremacist sympathizer who cameoed in Ghostbusters and Home Alone sequels. Donald Trump actually participated in a League Cup draw held at the Trump Tower, which is reputedly costing US taxpayers $400,000 a day to protect the president and his family. Trump appeared on St. and Greavesy, who flew to New York to meet the Donald for the fifth round. Greaves drew the home teams and Trump drew the away teams. Greaves popped his hand into the velvet bag and pulled out number 5 Leeds United. Trump then pulled out number 6 Manchester United. "Ooh, Donald, you don't know what you've done there," cackled Greaves. "Watch it all here." 2030 If this draw was being held in Vietnam, then we could have gone with Adrian Cronauer's immortal quote, which was popularized by Robin Williams, but the competition formerly known as the Milk Cup is taking place in Beijing instead. If you're lying there like Al Pacino in Insomnia, then you could have your sleeplessness might be cured by the hijinks that are liable to occur during the third round draw. But we'd to have high hopes after the second round farce, where 4 ties were incorrectly drawn by Alex McLeish and John Salako in the Sky Sports studio. The draw begins at 4:15 a.m., if you can stay awake long enough for it.